Now, half a century ago, on a wet Friday in the Lake District, a small bus company launched a service to reconnect communities after public transport routes were cut.
I love the name of this, the Mountain Goat minibus. It's still a familiar sight, and the firm has marked its golden anniversary with a rather nostalgic journey. And Judy Hobson was lucky enough to be one of the passengers.
A day to celebrate a Lake District icon. The Mountain Goat buses have been guiding tourists around this spectacular countryside for half a century. And today the fleet is recreating the first ever Mountain Goat route.
It's the highest metalled road in the Lake District.
Jim's our driver as we make our way over Kirkston Pass to Ullswater.
I seem to be able to regurgitate odd facts, which I didn't even know I knew. Not put a lot of work in, really, because I'm just interested in it, so it's not work.
For the past 8 years, the Mountain Goat Company has run this pioneering service, carrying holidaymakers where the other bus services don't go.
The buses were first launched to link rural communities isolated by cuts in services, but it soon became apparent there was a big market for tourists. This was the most famous bus, known as Lil Billy. The company's original mechanic still works for them now.
They're much better today. Everything has come in leaps and bounds to what it used to be.
So back in the old days, you'd have been working on them all the time, were you?
Oh yeah, 80 or 90 hours a week was just the normal.
In 1980, this couple bought the 100,000th ticket, although they weren't too sure about the prize, a pair of goats.
Why have you decided you can't keep the goats?
They're too much of a tie, I think, really. We've already a dog.
It started with a single bus. Now there are almost 30. As well as tourist routes, they still operate a public bus service, including school runs.
It's got to do many things because it has to meet the needs of its local community and what takes place in the area as well at the same time, which is tourism, and it needs to be working 12 months of the year.
The buses link up with other forms of transport, and on board today 2 regular Mountain Goat passengers.
It's great because the drivers are all super. They're so knowledgeable. They know exactly everything about everywhere. A lot of different age groups use them, and they've been popular from what I remember over the last 20 years or so.
At a time when we are all encouraged to be greener and use public transport, Mountain Goat buses are as relevant as ever. Judy Hobson, BBC News.
Very, very stunning scenery there.
Always worth lingering on those pictures,
Yes.
just beautiful. It is 26